football game against a really good team. Thought we did a lot of good things, but there's a lot of things that I think just collectively as a team we can continue to improve on. When you play a good football team like that, you've got to find a way to limit some of the things that set you back, whether it's penalties or communication, whatever it is. A lot of areas we can improve on, but I'm proud of the way our guys battled. Came back in the second half. We were able to capture the lead, really as a team, and they were able to, get that last three there, and we'd love to have a chance to give Will a swing at the very end there. But a lot of positives, a lot of things we'll build off of. Going to be a challenging turnover this week from a standpoint.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Alleylife, and I'm back with another episode. And today we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions and Vikings game. That was an excellent game. You just heard an audio tape of the head coach for the Vikings after the game, the post game thing. This was a very good game. So we having all these good games. It's kind of hard to even, put the stuff into words. All you're going to say, oh, this person did good, and that person did good, and this person did good, and that, and it seems like everybody repeating the same information. So I'm going to try to hit things from, my perspective of things and see how good. This was a good battle. Only thing that I would have a problem with is Dan Campbell not taking his own advice. He went all week trying to convince me and everybody else that this was a defense that you had to take it real slow, that you had to be careful with what you do. Don't give them early points early, and so they can just really tee off on you with their good defense. So the fake punt on that side of the field was kind of confusing to me, because that gave them exactly what you said other teams were giving them, the reason why they were winning, because they were getting these early leads and teams were just doing things and panicking. And it looks like 0-0 game, first quarter, going for that punt looked like a panic. And it also gave them the 7 to go up, to go up in the game. And then they feel they look cocky. We was down 11. They felt a little cocky at that moment, and we gave them that. That was nothing they earned on their own. We gave that to them. So that was just, I'm never disappointed in Dan Campbell, because Dan Campbell is the man. But, hey, let's talk about, so much stuff to talk about. We want to talk about Jared Goff. I'm going to have a short video because I got to go do my Jared Goff song. I remember I did a Matthew Stafford. If you listen to the beginning of the podcast, I got a Matthew Stafford song. But it's not about Matthew Stafford. It's me comparing myself, my relentlessness to win, with Stafford's relentlessness to win in the fourth quarter. The comeback king. That's right. Comeback win. English D go set the trend. So it was me comparing myself to his comeback, his resilience in the end. So now I got to do a JG one, because, JG is just, man, let me tell you something. See, I'm going to go this because it ain't a bunch to talk about, because the Lions is just awesome. Check out this chorus, though. What you think about this?
Stuck in my past, about to relapse. I keep running back to you. I try to refrain, but your nectar's so sweet.
Hey, check this out.
I keep running back to you.
I'm gonna put these things in.
This love and hate. I got this feeling where I feel like I wish that somebody take this love away. And when I lost it, I just sat there with
I'm
love.
chilling on this one. I'm kind of clowning on this episode. What you want to call it? Anyway, JG been clowning, so it's just putting me in that mindset to do something, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go through this chorus, and I'm going to lay it to this. I don't know if I'm going to lay it to this, but I got some stuff that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do the actual song later. But here it goes, sound like this. Check this out. This is the chorus for my JG chorus. I'm always on the grind like I'm JG. I'm only trying to shine, and y'all just trying to hate me, but in time I change their mind. Because I'm growing daily, hit the field, that shit get real. And I'm going crazy, yeah, I'm always on the ground like I'm JG, I'm only trying to shine, and y'all just trying to hate me, but in time I change their mind. Because I'm growing daily, hit the field, that shit get real. And I'm going crazy, yeah, I'm always on the ground like I'm JG. I'm only trying to shine. Hey, y'all just trying to hate me, but in time I change their mind. Because I'm growing daily, hit the field, that shit get real. And I'm going crazy. Hold up. Hey man, I'm going to the studio and lay that down. And then I'm gonna, add the verse there. That's gonna be my new intro. You know what I'm saying? I had to put something for JG. JG is breaking records right now. You know what I'm saying? JG is breaking records. He came in, he remember 18 for 18, and then he started the game 14 for 14, ended up 22 for 25. I mean, this guy's doing it big with 158 passer rating in the last 3 games. No one has done that. I mean, JG, but people are surprised. JG is the man. Like Dan Campbell said, you're not surprising nobody in the building. Nobody is in the building is surprised. They watch them practice. They, was part of drafting them as far as Brad Holmes is concerned. So they know everything about this guy, man. JG has been doing an excellent job. And they always say, Jared Goff can't handle any pressure. Man, Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the NFL right now when it comes to handling pressure. He's the best quarterback in the NFL when it comes. In this game, he was blitzed, let me see. He was blitzed 11 times. He was 9 for 11 on the blitz for 137 yards and a touchdown. So those first blitzes, when they was going all in, 11 times they did that. 137 yards and a touchdown. Man, I'm telling you, this guy is on. We're going to win a Super Bowl with this guy. But remember my predictions from last week. I was saying the week before that, I said that Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond, and Laporta was going to be a big part of the game. And it so happened that all 3 of them had their best game of the season. And this week, I said that the game will be about speed. I got big respect for Knuckles, Demo. But I said that this game would be more predicated on speed because they got this defense that's very intimidating and they're an attacking defense. And I thought the best way to negate that defense in the early part was to use the speed of Jameer, Khalif Raymond, and J-Mo, which I think was part of the game plan. It's like I'm in the room, man. It's like I'm always in the room with them or something. It's like a part of the game plan. Because what happened? Demo did his thing. He did set the tone, but he wasn't breaking those yards because they was a physical defense and they were attacking and they was hitting those holes and they was filling those gaps. So he was powering his way to get, what other people probably wouldn't have got. But soon as you put Jameer in, the same play, he was running right through that. Not through the tackles or through the arms, but he hitting the line of scrimmage before they can even come around from the blitz. When they come around from this side, the safeties and all that, he hit the hole so fast that the safeties can't even come around there. They were coming, but he was up in there. So I knew speed would negate this defense much, much better. And once we got to that point where we realized that, well, they realized it too, they started using Gibbs. I don't think it was just because Demo fumbled the ball that Gibbs got, all the rest of the touches. He was just more effective in this game. This was more of a Gibbs game, or more of a speed game. That's why Khalif Raymond, he got a couple of catches, 3 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. That was his first touchdown of the year, but he has speed. J-Mo was probably part of the plan too, but it just didn't work out. Even the one pass they did throw to him behind, they read that so fast and they tackled him behind the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard loss. So that wasn't anything. But Just like everything, the offense was the offense. St. Brown was St. Brown, 8 for 8, didn't drop any passes, 112 with a touchdown. Gibbs, he caught 4 passes. He was 4 for 4 with 44 yards. Oh, also, Tim Patrick. I said this at the beginning of my podcast 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to say it again. Tim Patrick has completed our roster as far as the receiver spots is concerned. Everybody was so concerned at who we're going to get to fill Josh Reynolds' spot. Well, Khalif Raymond and Tim Patrick has filled that spot. And we got Robinson in the practice squad, another 6'4" receiver that's just learning the playbook and waiting on an injury or anything to happen so they can utilize him too. But Tim Patrick has been a great addition to the Lions. I said he was going to take that spot, and I said it, and it was so true. And I'm glad he's really making big plays. He had 3 catches for 37 yards, but it was big first downs. He always catching big first downs, just like Josh Reynolds did. Man, also, let me think of what else can I talk about here today. LaPorta had 2 catches for 25 yards. That was, he had 2 catches for 25 yards. He wasn't really part of the game plan, which I thought he was because he's a fast guy. But this was a really even match game. I mean, the points, it was 31-29. As far as the plays was concerned, Detroit ran 56 plays. They ran 52. Detroit was 0.111 per play. The Vikings was 0.149 per play. We ended up with 371 yards, and they ended up with 393 yards. It was a great game. A real great game. I hate the fact that we kind of let them in. I hate the punt thing. It wasn't necessary for us to make that punt, I believe. That's all I'm saying. I just don't think it was really necessary to make that punt. Okay, we got to go to the defense. Who is the player of the game? Well, the player of the game is brought to you by Fire Ass Munchies. And that's with an AZZ. Check them out on Instagram. Hey, yo, and check this out. Duran Williams, I appreciate you, man. Let me tell you this. Let me break that off. I appreciate you, Duran Williams. I see all your comments. I see your likes and everything. And I appreciate that. So if anybody looking at me right now and listening to me right now, just push the button and like it. You just did? Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. But Duran, holla at me, inbox me, or inbox Fire Ass Munchies. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. And don't forget I grow. This Michigan so it's legal, so I can say that. So whatever you want from Fire Ass Munchies, just inbox it. I'll make sure it's delivered to you, to your house, and I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget, I'm a little sick right now, and we do have teas. You see my Bowling Green? My nephew's about to graduate from Bowling Green too. Genius. But we got medicated tea she do for the summer, for the winter time, and also medicated chili. Everybody like chili. So holla at me, Duran. I got you, boy, 100%. Oh, Black Bottom, I ain't forgot. I know what's up. Hey, and we going to the defense, the defensive player of the game. Who else could it be? Mr. Brian Branch. Brian Branch. Brian Branch is everywhere. I told you I love Hayden. I think Aiden is an awesome player. But I truly think Brian Branch is the best player, best defensive player on the Lions team. By the end of this year, you will see what I'm talking about. He definitely will be a Pro Bowl receiver. He'd definitely be a Pro Bowl safety. This guy can make any play at any time. They can put him in linebacker. They can put him on the line. He can cover tight ends. He can cover receivers. He can go deep. He can hit you. He can cover the running back from out the back. Brian Branch can do everything. This guy is amazing. We're going to go over a little bit of stats and they did put pressure. I do want to admit that. I do want to say that. They did get pressure on him. It wasn't like Aiden pressure, but they had 4 sacks. And they did. He had a little time to throw in some situations, but this is the NFL, man. You got a lot of our defensive backs are locked down. So sometimes they may get a little bit here and there, but we play all three phases of the game. Because I was going to say that Bates, the kicker, Jack Bates could be the winner of the game. Could be the player of the game. Think about it. He had never kicked a winning field goal in the NFL. He have never, that's a lot of pressure. This is your first time, and I believe what Dan Campbell and the staff did, they gave him this super confidence. Because they could have kept running the ball and try to get a little more. They got to the 30th, around a 30-some yard field goal, they started kneeling. Well, every time you kneel, you lose 4 yards. So he was telling him, I'm confident in you. I'm confident you're going to go in here and you're going to knock it out the park. So I'm going to take 3 kneels and put you back 12 yards. And I know you still good. And he came in, boomed it right through the middle. I know this had to give this guy a lot of confidence. That's a confidence builder for a guy like that. Oh, did you know, I was looking up something. Also, why? You don't think he had a bad game, the offensive lineman? He had like 4 penalties. I think he did good. For this type of defense, the way they was giving people problems and making teams just collapse and think and just do whatever they was coming there, they plan to do, they just throw it out the window and just start doing other stuff because they're trying to figure this defense out. I think he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? David getting hurt in the second. I was worried when David went down in the second quarter. But he got back up. They said it was a knee that went into the back of his knee area, which caused the injury. So, of course, that shouldn't be nothing that's long term. And I was thinking about this, too. One more thing before I go. Did you know that the Lions in this, I'm so impressed with this 3rd and long, 4th and long runs. In the NFL, if you had 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 12 one time it was for the Lions, and you're really trying to keep this drive going, you in a passing situation. Only thing that you might deviate from that, a team might try a screen, but you're still in a passing situation. But the Lions said, you know what, we're going to turn this into a running situation. Because we know everybody in the NFL, if we had 3 and 8, everybody thinking pass. So the Lions have perfected this thing where they gonna run it. And they are being no other teams do not do. I'm gonna tell you, the Lions have done it 13 times in the last couple of years. The rest of the league have done it 3 times. That just show you how people look like, what? At 3rd and 8, who really feels they got the line and the running back to run for that first down? The Detroit Lions do. The Detroit Lions is the only team. And I was just thinking about that because Gibbs had an 8-yard run on 3rd and 8. So, you know what I'm saying? He ran it in for the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But people think, okay, this is Jared Goff time because they ran it and they couldn't get it the second down. So, okay, if they really want this touchdown, they're going to have to throw it. Nah, not really. And I love that about the Lions, that they change. They making people change the way they think. They're changing the game. People is doing things. Did you see the Vikings try to do the Lions play? They tried to do the flea flicker, the flick thing, and he was going to throw it back to Darnold. Justin Jefferson was going to throw the ball back to Darnold doing the play we just did. But it just didn't work. They couldn't pull it off, and he had to pull it down and try to make some other adjustments and everything, and it didn't work. But anyway, man, this was a great game. Lions first and the Vikings, beautiful game. Man, it was just so much going on. There was so much going on. I just like, It was so much going on, man. I really, really enjoyed this game, even because it went down to the very last minute. Even when they punched it out and they got the lead again, not like other years. This year, I just felt like we're going to win. I still felt like, and when we got the ball with the 2 minutes left, I said we're going to win. So that's why I did my new JG song, because when I was like, oh, 2 minutes? Yo, he going to go down. All we need is 1 point. Like, of course, Jerry about to roll down there and get that 1 point of field goal range. Of course, I had no doubt in my mind. So that's why I'm always on the grind like I'm JG. I'm JG. I'm only trying to shine. What? Y'all just trying to hate me, but in time I change their mind because I'm growing daily. Hit the field, that shit get real. And I'm going crazy. Peace. It's your boy Alleylife. Hey, check out my next podcast. Like and subscribe. Just go ahead and push it. Push it. Even my friends and family, I know y'all listen to it and they be like, hey, it was a great episode. And then I look, you didn't like it. It like the likes didn't go up. Just like it and subscribe. Trust me, it'll help me out a whole bunch. Peace. My throat messed up. Gangsta.